Hello, everybody! I hope you guys have your thinking caps on. Because what? I think they have their farting caps on. Wait. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you guys have your farting caps on. Those are things that exist and that people use. Funny detective game, yay! I didn't rig the election at all. You can't prove anything. You can't prove anything. Hi, Kenna! Hi! Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. We're just tooting up a damn storm in here, but that's okay. That is okay. Ugh. Sorry if you hear me moving stuff around. Happy birthday, Backstage! Oh my gosh! Congratulations on aging. For celebrating another year around the sun. Congratulations. Happy Bappy. Happy birthday. Who got first today? Backstage also got first. Congratulations. Congratulations on first as well. We've also got Cursed One in here. We've got Gemtini and I'm in Your Walls. And I'm in Your Walls, thank you for the bit. Thank you. Thank you for your pennies, as always. Love it, love it. I'm on my way home. Oh my god, I can't wait. I'm in Your Walls. Barrel Mint. Hello, Bear. Hello, Kai Kenna. And hi, Chrome. Hello, Pookie Bear. So, as you guys might already know, it's been a hot minute since we played Phoenix Wright. We haven't played since December of last year, so about half a year, I would say. And how did Kurzman vote 3 times for 3 different things? Oh yeah, the polls in the Tuesday vote channel always have multiple votes on, so you can vote for multiple games. They've always been like that. If you like 2 different games, you can always vote for 2 different games. That way, you know, you don't have to feel restricted. Some people will vote for literally every game, and you know what? Good on them. They're allowed. You're allowed. I'm sleepy again. They do since always. They've literally always been like that, except for like one time that I forgot to do it. Better believe it, baby. We do, in fact, have multiple votes on. Slept for like 6 hours as soon as I got home from work. Oh my god. I hope it at least helped you feel a little bit better. I know Ken is feeling a little under the weather. I hope that a little bit of sleep helped. Maybe get some tea, some hot tea or something. That's usually good. Hold on, my chronic pain is flaring up. I have some pretty red chronic pain due to my ulnar nerve. My ulnar nerve in my arm. And it flares up pretty badly every once in a while. It's been flaring up pretty bad pretty much this entire month, which is really frustrating with Art Fight being here. But I have a heating pad on my arm right now, and it helps a lot. Also, the good thing about Phoenix Wright is that also means I don't have to overwork my arm too much. I was playing a lot of Marvel Rivals today, which was a bad idea. Also, for my chronic pain, not a good idea. Not a good idea. A little bit of yapping before we start game. I have to tell you guys story. I've got a fun story for today. So this kind of shit just happens to me and my family all the time. If you guys remember the pigeon incident where I had to come late to stream because there was a pigeon that we had to rescue. Actually, no, over the weekend I got to pirate several games, so I saved like $100. Oh my god, congratulations, allegedly. Congratulations for allegedly pirating those games, allegedly. That's awesome. If you did do that, I hope you have fun. Not that you did, of course. Just, you know, rumor has it. But yeah, so on that kind of theme, a bird landed in our backyard, and it's not a backyard kind of bird. I don't want to reveal the exact bird species because I feel like it's kind of region specific, but essentially not a backyard bird. This is not a bird you would normally find in the backyard. This is not a pigeon. It's not a finch. You know, it's not a fucking dove, which is also a pigeon. I can't think of any other bird. Cardinal, blue jay, bluebird, robin. You know, it's none of those. The pigeon was kind of cute. It was kind of cute. We did release it, by the way. The pigeon now lives with his family again. Congratulations to him. We brought him back to where the pigeons live in my area, and he's still good, so I'm happy for him. But anyways, this bird landed in our backyard, and its beak very clearly had something on it, right? And we could tell that something was going on because, again, first of all, what the fuck are you doing in our yard? Second of all, what the fuck is on your beak? Uniforms are too tall. I had to remove it. My horns? Oh shit, am I sorry, was I blocking the subtitles there for you? My bad. Yeah, so it clearly had something on its beak, right? And so we were really worried, like, fuck, what if something's wrong with this bird? I can't see. Just like it couldn't open its beak. And so we ended up catching this bird. My dad used to be a bird trainer, like way back in the day. So he's got experience with that. We're all animal people in my house. So we can't just leave a little guy with something on his beak. And turns out it was really on there too. So I'm glad we were able to catch him and get it off of there because there was no way this little guy was going to be able to eat anything with his beak like that. So that was like a whole thing. And then it didn't leave. And we were like really worried because you're like, why are you still here? You should go home now. And so it kind of left a little bit. It stayed the night. It left a little bit today. Ended up coming back. We gave it a little bit of food. The kind of food that it would eat naturally. We tried to get, something close to what it would eat naturally, hoping that, like, maybe it just needs a little bit of fuel and maybe it can go out again after that. But I don't know. Your model looks so different when you take off the horns and glasses. No, like, genuinely, I look so different without my glasses and my horns. I feel like I look very anime boy-esque. It also makes it all the more obvious that this model does not have a nose. In case you haven't noticed that before, this model doesn't have a nose, and I can't turn far enough to make a nose appear, so I do have one. Don't get me wrong. I have a nose. It's just, shadow on shadow. Was it a member of the tit family of birds? I love great tits and blue tits. I do love a good tit. I won't lie, but it was not a tit. A tit is a normal backyard bird. If we saw a tit, I would be like, okay, awesome, look, a beautiful tit. Maybe a pair of tits, even. We get those all the time at the bird feeder. But no, this was not one of them. I think you should go bald now. Well, I don't know about all that. I was about to say, how do you smell? The fuck do you... Oh, right. You meant, like, how do I smell things, not how do I smell. I smell good, thank you.
Wigs?
If anyone's wondering exactly what I smell like Old Spice Pure Sport deodorant. Yeah, Pure Sport. That's the one I've got right now. I've used this shit since high school. It's not the best deodorant out there, but it's mine. That's what I smell like. And sometimes I smell like Bath and Body Works Bridgerton crossover body spray. I don't even watch Bridgerton. I just liked the smell of this one. It's got fragrance notes of sparkling peach, spring daffodil, and radiant jasmine. Beautiful! I also alternatively have a spray that is made by a small business, and it is graveyard scented. So, my two different vibes, I suppose. I can smell like a graveyard, or I can smell like Bridgerton's diamond of the season. The two genders, truly, the two genders. I don't think the other one has fragrance notes. Hold on. Where's my graveyard scent? Is this it? Yeah. Oh yeah, the scent notes on this one are camphor, chamomile, sage, rosemary, and sandalwood. So, even though it's called graveyard, it just kind of smells like incense, I suppose. Kind of incensey vibes. It smells really good though. I actually really like it. I bought it as like a kind of a joke because it was kind of like a buy one get one kind of thing, and I had already gotten one for my mother and like for my partner, and I needed to get one more, so I was like, okay, I'll get one for me. I'll get graveyard because that's what I smell like. Alright, so what we were up to the last time we played Phoenix Wright, I could not tell you. I could not tell you. But I think I'll pick it back up once we get into the game. I think we'll pick it up the second we get into the game. I'll be like, oh, that's what we were up to. Hopefully. One can hope and pray. Bald but with horns is odd. Don't I look like a bug? I feel like I look like some kind of beetle. Especially when I'm bald-horned and glasses. It just kind of feels like it's on purpose, you know? Like it feels very purposeful. Like my beautiful bald head. I don't know. Is that just me? Might just be me. Might just be me, actually. Okay. I have the game up. Let me get everything all hooked up and ready to go. I was about to say I look like a beetle. Thank you! I'll take that as a compliment. I'll take that as a compliment. I do like beetles, so I love a good bug. Good old bug. Our game of the day is Phoenix Wright, and our game audio is shocking but true. Phoenix Wright. And I'll pause the music. There we go. Alrighty then. Come on, man. Come on, man. It was working. It was working. Get the fuck over here. Game. Where's my game? I have the right window selected too, so I don't know why it's not doing that. You're telling me that Phoenix Wright uses Phoenix Wright's audio? I can't believe Phoenix Wright wrote this music. Can you guys believe that? You know what, I don't know why it's not actually picking up my game. Guys, I'm scared. Where the fuck is my game footage? Hello? Let's try it this way. Okay, that'll work. We'll do that. Don't tell- I'm gonna- OBS, your days are numbered, buddy. OBS, I swear to God. Your days are fucking numbered, dude. Let me also scooch a little bit, just so I don't cover up any text bubbles. Any texts. Oh, our gallery has new Why does it make that noise? Weird. Oh, the gallery contains spoilers? Oh. Well, I don't want that. Backspace, back. Okay. And then I would like my outline, please. There we go. Okay. Continue, and then we were here on save 2, actually. Rise from the ashes. What the fuck were we up to? Okay, let me go into my court record. Are we still on this? We're still on this shit? Okay, we're still on this fucking nonsense where we're trying to figure out who... Yeah, there was a jar. We put the jar back together. A piece is missing from the jar. We've got a rubber glove. An extremely thin rubber glove, which feels like kind of an obvious point to make. Then we had the evidence locker. It looks like that. That's awesome. Thank you. It's really good. Then we have the evidence room floor plans, because there was like a stabbing there. There was 2 deaths that happened at the same time. That's what happened. One of them was like an important lady or something like that. No, was done by an important lady. Like the chief, like the main prosecutor lady, I think. She like killed someone, quote unquote. And we're trying to prove that she didn't do it, but this is her doing the crime. Her just like straight chilling with blood on her collar. But you know, this photo's in black and white, so who's really to say what that is? It could be chocolate milk. Guys, it could literally be chocolate milk for all we know. Everyone always wears chocolate milk. Sometimes you spill chocolate milk all over your jacket, and you know, maybe that's just how it happens. As for like what we're supposed to be doing right now, that is the question. That is the question. We can re-examine a lot of this stuff. Whoa, what a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the speed of the time of impact would be... Got it! Approximately 70.71 miles per hour. That's handy to know. Huh. Okay, girl, that's great. Hey, that's awesome. That's really cool. My, what an amazing bouquet. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And here beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh, there's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancé? No, I don't think she is. I don't think so. Right, okay. A work desk, it's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk, easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so high I can see my own reflection. Why are we getting a flash of him? Strange, why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir? Don't, he'll sue you. He would too. He would know. He won such a prestigious award, why would he just leave it on the couch? Yeah, you'd think he'd want to show this thing off more than that giant steel samurai. Then again, Edgeworth has always been like that. Really? Hey, I should write this down. Tell me what he was like as a kid. Back in elementary school, he won awards for all kinds of things. Speech contests, essays, playing the flute, golf tournaments. Maybe Gumshoe cleans his desk? Right. Or maybe Gumshoe's doing something else around Edgeworth's desk. Right. Like talking to Edgeworth. And nothing else. That doesn't exactly sound like typical elementary school stuff. But he always hated receiving awards. He'd make some smart remark like, I know the path I've walked! No one else needs to tell me! That's how he's always been. Kind of gets under your skin, doesn't it? She's like, wow, he's kind of annoying. What a bitch. Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. What a weird way to put that, Emma. There's such the thing as taking a hobby too far. He's like got like tea, but it's like been organized in the same way that a library organizes its books. It's got the fucking Dewey Decimal System for his bags of tea. Just gotta keep them neat and tidy. Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. That's specific. He must have someone get them for him. We keep picturing Detective Gumshoe. We're like, oh god. It's his boyfriend. Detective Gumshoe. Oh shit, it is raining really hard. Guys, if I die, it's because my power went out. Don't worry about it. He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. That's so funny. Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mountain knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Bites lip. Nah, it's nothing. He's like, what if there was multiple Edgeworths? Unless? No. Unless? Oh my god, hi Alex Player, welcome on in. He had this dream before. Bro, this is just like my dreams. Yay, gay lawyer game. Yay! We did it. We found the gay lawyer game. Don't worry for those of you who wanted Deltarune. We'll be doing Deltarune on Saturday. I remember, I think the last time I played, I was in a bit of a bind. Like, I remember struggling. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Soda. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. Oh. I've become egg. I have become egg. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases on his cheek from the seams. He's so cool! Sofa hair is cool? He's like, shit, I need to get some sofa hair now. Charles Xavier. Oh my god, speaking of Charles Xavier, did you guys see the new Avengers Doomsday trailer? Dude. It's got Charles Xavier in it. And Magneto and Gambit and Scott. I think that's it as far as the X-Men go. The rest of them are there too, but I don't really give a fuck. Yay. Yeah. This jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket. Right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. She's getting way too excited about this. Okay. So this is the underground parking lot where this happened. She doesn't have any new dialogue options. So I don't think I can really do anything here. I might try to present something to her. Oh wait, I don't want to... No, I don't want to examine. I want to give it to her. How do you feel about this? Mystique was... That's right! Mystique's fuck-ass wig in the trailer! Oh my god. I was literally joking about this. Hold on, let me hydrate. I was literally joking about this because as someone who's recently rewatched the older X-Men movies, they cannot get that girl's fucking hair right, dude. It's like, they noticed that there was a trend with all of the X-Men movies where they're like, okay, her makeup gets worse and worse the longer that time goes on. So let's just continue that trend. And let's give her the world's most fuck-ass wig. They hired the same person that did Azazel's wig in the fucking X-Men movies. If you just look up Azazel from the like X-Men movies, literally the same fucking wig. The same fucking like greasy ass looking wig. Oh my god. At least they give her back her little tiara. That's good. Okay, this is not a good option here. Okay, what about this one? Anything here? No, okay. Okay. I don't think any of these would be any good. Oh, wait. This is different. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Okay, maybe she has more? Literally Azazel first class type shit. It's simple red hair, it's brighter than normal, give her the old Black Widow wig and dye it a brighter wig. I've seen people say the exact same thing. It is so funny to me. Like, genuinely though. Okay, no, we must have already gotten that option from her. Who? Okay. We gotta figure out what the fuck is going on here. So that didn't give us anything. Let's go to the detention center. Okay. Do you have anything to say about the SL9 incident? Fuck, that's not what I wanted. I gotta remember that I have to hit the present button. I'm scared of knives, sir! It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir! Last night, sir! That's the one! I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at that knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Okay. What about this? Offers amusement, can you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir, really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir? He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. Okay, how about this? Anything here? Oh, okay, we heard a ding this time. I'm sorry, sir, but I have no idea what that is. No, okay. Poopy. I'm just kind of watching the stream while playing Omori. The lore is fucking insane, but the game is so cute. I've seen a lot of really cute fan art for Omori. Nope. Okay. The floor plans? No. Okay. Nothing there. What about this? No. I think that's pretty much everything here. It's everything important, at least. I feel like there's not really anything else. Why do you have that? That's from the day it was taken at the prosecutor's office. The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So this means I'm a free man, innocent! If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up! If this is a dream, you'd better wake up right now. Okay. I don't think we're getting anything new here either. I gotta figure out where we need to go. Let's see if she has any ideas for us. I know you're going through a tough time with all those rumors. You were the defendant's chair just this past December. Oh boy. There was that business with him not reading that officer's report about the killing at the police department, right? Right. This guy's hot, by the way. I'm sure you guys know this already about me. The chief of police was right about that, but I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Fair enough. You should begin- right. The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously? Should go to the police department. The evidence room was it. Okay, so let's go to the evidence room, and hopefully we'll get something there. So we gotta go to the police department, and then the criminal affair department, I think? Oh wait, no, it was the guard station. We go to the guard station first, because that's where that fuck-ass guy is. This guy! That's where this guy is! His beard reminds me of a monster from Monster Hunter. Or at least his weapon. Awesome. Alright, let me go into the evidence room. Alright, so we've done most of the stuff in here. Uh-huh, right, okay. So I don't think he's really gonna give us anything. Uh-huh. At the same time, he was found at the prosecutor's office. Okay. Yup. Yup. Yeah, we know, girl. We know. Yup. Okay. You just gotta try everything. Because of the SL9 connection, that was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left up on that case. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that vibe, buddy! I'm kind of getting that vibe. Miss Star is quite the lady. Why, I remember it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened. 16? That's how old I am now! I wonder what happened. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school too! I bet he did. I bet he did. It's so nice to see Gumshoe again. There was a different detective in the second Apollo Justice game. They always gotta replace these bitches every once in a while, and it's like, I miss my guys. Nope, nope. Okay. Anything here? Anything here? No, it's just the same as this one. Okay. What about this fucking badger? I swear to God. Art is always misunderstood, pal. Art? He was dancing proudly on the day of the awards ceremony, but there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony. So they took the blue badger away for a while. Really? Why? Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful! I toiled night and day! I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. Right. It was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Skye to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh. Woof. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Awards that Mr. Edgeworth got the other day. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Congratulations. I miss my glove shitto. Genuinely. That's what it feels like. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. Right, no, that makes sense. That's the victim's ID card. These days, everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax. It's only because you always lose your card. I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. Classic. Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show that to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Nuff said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. Okay. Did we get any new dialogue options? No, we did not. Okay. Maybe there's something that we missed around here? It's the door we just came in through. Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out. I wonder what would happen if our Officer Marshall cut the power while we were inside. Let's hope he remembers we're in here. He's like, I hope that doesn't happen. Okay. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. We have all of this checked, right? Like, we're not forgetting anything. We're not missing anything. It's interesting that art got removed while it was busy. I wonder if that's a relevant detail to anything. Like, I feel like it would be, right? But I feel like it's just also a red herring at the same time. I don't know. I don't know. What if we go... What if we go... back to the guard station and examine this thing. The ID card, right. Okay, so we've already done that. Why the fuck is this here? Looks like it's set up to trap something. I just roped me a steer with this here lasso. What? It was a bellowing moo pal moo. Detective Gumshoe, I presume. Right. You sure have a lot of monitors in here. There's 8 cameras in the evidence room in all. 1 for each section.
Which monitor shows the section where the crime took place?
Why do cattle sit before the rains come? It's not for man to know.
Unless you're the security guard responsible.
Right. Cactus?
This cactus sure is prickly. It must be real.
Best keep your distance from Billy there. You're liable to get hurt. Billy. The cactus has a name?
Billy, you're wearing your cowboy hat on your hand.
My rawhide cowskin 10-gallon hat. I just picked that up, but Billy took a fancy to it. Looks like it got stuck on the spines and he couldn't get it off. Of course.
A leather jacket, leather pants, and a leather...
Those aren't pants. Those are chaps! And that's a poncho up there.
Aha! A poncho! Sure looks cool, but the name's a little silly.
Hey girl, you can't say that.
Look at his swinging door! Just like a Wild West saloon.
Sorry partner, but we're closed for the day.
Huh?
Y'all get along home now.
I think Officer Marshall really wanted to be a Wild West bartender.
I always wanted to say that. Right. Right, buddy. Okay. See, like, there's no options here either. There's, like, nothing going on around here. Okay, I think this is just his default option. I guess so. Okay. 'Tis me, the Emperor of Vague Posting. Hello! Wait, oh my god, the fucking cowboy called Marshall. Oh yeah, true! We have a friend whose OC is named Marshall, and he's also a cowboy. You love to see it. Okay. He's like, looks like we need some evidence to get through this guy, and I'm trying to show him some evidence. Does he have any thoughts about anything? Probably not, because he kind of fucking hates us, so. We gotta try everything, though. We're a little stuck at the moment, so we gotta try everything. Gotta try literally every single piece of evidence. Nope, not this one either. How about this one? Oops, that's not the option I wanted. There we go. Nope, fuck. Last try. There we go. And it wasn't even anything he wanted to look at. Typical. Typical. Not this either. Okay, how about this one? No. He doesn't like anything evidence-wise. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck about anything. This one? No. Nope, not this either. No, I'm good. I don't need to take a closer look. Thank you. Thank you, I'm good, actually. Okay, not that one. What about this one? Nope. He's just completely gone here. Okay, see this? This is the victim's ID card. I probably already did this one. The number on this is that. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Okay. The fourth number, it's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. We probably already know this stuff, but it's good to replay it anyways. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekin say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. Okay, we got something! We got something new! We got his ID card record. Everyone who entered the evidence room on February 21st. Got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Okay. Okay, we've gotten somewhere. We've done it. Do you have anything to say about this? No? Okay. Well, we just... It had to be like one of the last things we had, didn't it? Alright. No more options? Okay. Let's go back into the evidence room here because he does have an ID number, so we can show him this ID list. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors, so it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! What? What is it? That second number! It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth! What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth! What? What? Okay, interesting. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you need to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to give them my report for the day. Girl, where the fuck are you going? What is this? It might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he could use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? Friends? Girl, that's his baby boy. I'm off, pal. Later. Dude, he's like, I gotta go pick up Pookie. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Can we go see Edgeworth? Anyways, let's go look in our court record now. So this should be updated. So we have Edgeworth here with an 8-7 at the beginning of his number, and then we have Bruce Goodman with the 5-8. We also have this person who has all 7s at 420. Nice. Is that a flyer for a special cafe? Like, it literally looks like a special cafe. Where the fuck are they having this meeting at? Oh my god. Also, the fact that there is this number here, which I assume is Meekin's, considering he said that he went in, like, basically at the same time, which would mean he went in, like, in the same minute as Goodman did. The same minute? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Back to the guard station. Back to the department entrance. I do gotta look at this thing again. No, okay, it's already been looked at. Alright. Back. Let's go into the criminal affairs department. Nope, there's no one in here. We can go to the detention center again. Do you have any opinions on this, Meekins? No? Okay. Alright. So let's go find Edgeworth. He should be... Oops, I didn't mean to go there. I think if we go to the underground parking lot... Do you have anything to say about this? Maybe she knows someone's... like, code number or something? Maybe? No? Okay. Guy at the entrance looks like Gumshoe. Like, kind of, yeah. Like, he kind of does. High Prosecutor's Office. Are you in here? Okay. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Oh, it's Bellboy! Ah, guests, my apologies. Oh, it's you! Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave so long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand! It's our sad baby boy! I love this expression on him. I want to bully him so bad. This expression makes me want to bully him, like, so bad, you guys. Oh my god. The bellboy looks sus as fuck. He genuinely does. He really does. He showed up in a previous, case. I think he just looks like that. Right? He has the hotel bring him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. Aw, was he asking you on a date? Edgeworth, was he asking you on a date to the new French restaurant? That's so sweet. The real info's on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him.
Well, let's do this dialogue options first. So how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this as not a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes. Apparently, there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Oh, buddy. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gaunt. Suspicious, isn't it? Excuse you, Gumshoe, but Edgeworth is Wright's man, not yours. It's okay, Edgeworth has 2 hands, guys. Obviously, it's the 3 of them together. Duh. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why? I ask you why? All along I've only done what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Oh my god, he's gonna start monologuing soon, guys. Alright, hey, well, how do you feel about this? Let me just show you everything I have. Oh, right, I better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. He's like, fucking like, maybe.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gaunt, no less. Interesting. Mighty interesting.
The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. Weird. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence, screwdriver added to the court record. The case number is AI 16. Okay. For a second I thought he said God instead of God. Oh my god, God was behind all of this. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth's, brought back to his office by Gaunt's request. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Or does it? Okay, let's go ahead and show him everything else. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that's this, but we're just gonna keep going through it. We're just gonna do all of them because you never know. Maybe it's something. Maybe something will get something out of him. I mean, like, I think it was just the ID card thing that I needed to show him, but you never know. You never know. Maybe he'll have something else to say. Definitely not that. Okay. I know you've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion that you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. Ugh, sorry about that. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. You must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Okay, so we got another one from him, another dialogue option. I don't really think there's gonna be a lot more here, but that's a good piece of information here. We're gonna get some backstory info out of him. We're gonna get some backstory info out of him, and that's probably about as much as we're gonna get. Let's see, maybe there's something else. Nope. Not that. What about this one? Okay, no, this is the same as the previous one. Because these are both like the SL9 evidence, you know? Yep, okay. Sorry if you can hear my frantic clicking every single time. Just spam clicking. Nope, not this either. No, not this one. This one? No. Okay. How about this one? Nope. Okay. Alright, we got something. We got something, though. What if I show him my attorney's badge? No? Okay. He doesn't want to see my attorney's badge. Okay, allegations of forgery. Interesting. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the... Huh? Hi Kyle, welcome on in. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time. Damon Gant. It keeps going back to him! Why do we keep circling back to this man? Like, literally every single thing that's been... It's all leading to him. But why? That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was Deputy Chief of Police on the investigation? True. True. In truth, I use slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed.
Gregory, we do not do the PPPOO pass anymore. Not since the poop of 07.
That's what I'm saying, Edgeworth. Wait, you didn't... Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister? What?
If you were still studying Forensic science? That feels pointed.
Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminol testing fluid. Well then, you might have use for this. Ooh, we got fingerprint dust!
Aluminum powder for taking the fingerprints!
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We aren't the enemy, you know?
I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks! How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? I mean, low-key glad that he's not getting it, because if it is Gaunt related, like if he is tied up in all of this, then because Gumshoe is also with the police, there's like, you know, there's crossover there. That's not super great. Recovers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with fingerprint file. And I don't know if this is still a red herring, but there is that really obvious handprint on the fucking like dummy thingy outside of the police station, that art piece that Gumshoe did. I kind of want to dust it and see if anything's there.
Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Okay. Let's go look at suspicious handprints. Bye, buddy. Have fun. See you at the trial. Okay, was there any handprint here? No. At least I don't think so. No. Okay. I want to go to the police department entrance because, look, it's a handprint. There's literally a handprint right fucking there. If it's not this, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, we got a little 3D model of it too. That's so funny. Oh my god. Make a little 3D. That's so fun. Okay. Do I just click on this? No? Okay, I guess it's just the one and the thing and the... Okay. That's fine. Man. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint.
Ta-da! Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker.
Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. I mean, okay. But we wouldn't technically need a literal bloody handprint for this, but sure, whatever. Computer, enhance! Let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger.
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
I really can't tell the difference at a glance.
Quit procrastinating and choose a finger!
Definitely this one, right?
Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done.
Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. Oh, that's my baby. That's my child.
First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around.
Huh? How do you do that? With enter, see? You know, enter, the enter button. Ah, it looks like that did the trick.
The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess.
Huh? How do I do that? With E. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See? Wow, that looks like fun. Might take some getting used to, though.
It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright.
Guess I'd better give it a try. All right. Let's dust it up.
And then... Haha! You did it! You found one!
But this looks like nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
I think it means we're out of luck.
Out of luck?
The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves.
Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints?
Looking at the locker door again closely.
Dun dun. Right there.
It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print.
Fingerprints outside the blood. Like this, perhaps? Guys, I'm literally a forensic investigator right now. Aha! A print! Oh, I guess it's not clear enough for Emma's standards. Fuck me, I guess. There we go!
Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling!
They've got a whirl pattern. Or is this a double whirl? No, I think it's just a whirl. You ever look at your own fingerprints and like try to figure out if you have like whirls or double whirls? What's really funny with my fingerprints is they're all the same except for one. Isn't that fun? Dazzling.
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet? This is quite a process.
Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right?
I guess she's right.
Look at the fingerprint data we've got from Mr. Edgeworth and point out the person you think left these prints.
How am I supposed to know who it was?
I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker?
Okay, not that one. Not this one. Not Emma. Not Lana. Ha! I think it might be Gumshoe. Oh, Marshall's got like the loop pattern. Same with Meekins. And Gant. I think it might be this one. Calculating, calculating. Comparison complete.
Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, so we came up nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Okay, where's the other handprint? Maybe on this? I'm sure it'll, yeah. Is it over here? It's empty. Only Detective Goodman himself can open this locker.
So the person who took out the knife had to have been Detective Goodman.
But why was it wrapped in the scarf muffler and stuck inside the car muffler? This one? No. Paint? Where's my other handprint? They said in this room, so... Ah, this one. Right. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right?
Right! There was a handprint here!
Okay.
Want to try using this?
There go her eyes sparkling again. Let's check for prints. Imagine if he's like, nah, I don't feel like it. Hold on, let me hydrate. Hi, Loki Frost! Thank you for the hydration reminder.
That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first.
What?
The area with the blood was wiped away, right?
We only ended up finding it using chemical means.
Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too.
Ah, right. So that means no prints.
Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
Don't ask me.
Anyway, you must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Eat. Hello? I don't see anything. It's very red. It's very red here. I don't see shit, Emma, I'm not gonna lie. Emma, I can't see. Oh. Aha! Oh, right, because it's the finger. That's fair. And then we go. Okay, let me, sorry. Emma has really high standards for her fingerprints. Really, really high standards. There we go. Huh. What could this one be? A few of these people had whirls. It was Marshall. Marshall? What the fuck were you doing here, and why was your hand bloody? Huh. Weird. Weird. Hey, these fingerprints, they...
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime!
Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The liminal reaction, the blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain.
But why would Officer Marshall...
It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it.
Yo, Loki Frost with the 125 stream streak. Jesus Christ. Just racking up that number, huh? Oh hey, we did it! We finished the chapter. Let's go. Let's fucking go. That was a difficult one, I'm not gonna lie. That one got a little tough, but we're continuing. Okay, we're back to trial. Okay, so I guess that's all the evidence that we need for this case then, because I think that's the final search for evidence. So this might be like the final trial for this. I don't remember how many rounds we've done so far.
So, what do you think, Mr. Wright?
I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time, and a different suspect was And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes.
Lana!
Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though.
So how'd it go?
It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. Oh, okay, Batty.
Plea bargain? What do you mean by that?
We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma.
But Lana, don't tell me you...
Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Skye. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Bloodstained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you?
In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall.
We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Skye? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Shit's getting crazy! It's getting so crazy. Alright, it's 10 a.m. February 24th, District Court, Courtroom number 9, and I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. God, sorry you guys had to sit there in silence for 2 seconds. Jesus. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? That doesn't sound physically possible. What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Wow, this is one messed up trial. No kidding. I'm so excited, this shit is getting so good. Yay! I'm so excited. I want tot. I want toy. Someone get Kenna a tater tot stat. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today, I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself.
Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself.
And that's supposed to be an admirable trait. Yeah, I don't want tater tot, I want toy. Well, get Kenna a tater tot and a toy, okay? Do both. Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Everything, I guess. Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. Good God, my nose is so stuffy. Dude, he's so good at bullshitting. Judge back at it again. Dude, this fucking judge is like crazy to me. He's like, I don't know shit. I can't remember anything. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Oh boy, and it's Meekins. I love Meekins so much. I love Meekins. Oh yeah, Jim Teeny, let's go get some fucking McDonald's Happy Meals. Oh my god, I haven't had McDonald's in fucking forever, dude. Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
Yes, sir! I'm gay! I mean, I'm Officer Mike Meekins, sir! My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir!
So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir! I'm the one who did it! I'll never kill anyone again, sir! You've gotta believe me, sir! Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is, sir, I want you to call part of the younger generation, sir! A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend! He said, I'm Gen Z, sir! Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me, sir! Officer Meekins. Yes, sir! Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir! As you wish! After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. Dude, they're just bullying millennials? I think? When this game came out, like, this would have been a millennial Meekins, I think? That's so funny.
You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm.
I actually kinda get it. Crime report, sir. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Oh, poor little guy. Oh, buddy. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do unto you. Yeah, he's a cop, all right. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir! He knocked me upside the head, sir! Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. This guy's so fucking lame. He is. What I need here is more info to work with. Alright, let's try to get more information out of this little guy. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's hear more about this, please. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir! Yikes, now there's a scary thought. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. Fuck, that was hard to say. His design is so cute and he's a total loser. Like, I do love him. He is kind of an absolute loser. I was charged of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir! The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir! Oh, we have to get the animation again, thank you. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir! Awesome. Cool. I see. Sounds like a very, important mission. Chrome's like, there it is! Blue Badger mention! After the awards ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room! Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? It's him! Oh my god, the Blue Badger did it, guys. I think the Blue Badger fucking did it. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir! I have one right here, around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is! I found it! This is the one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir! It's 4989596! That's my number, sir! I see. Huh? But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. You said that flawlessly. Thank you. Thank you. I'm really good at this. I see. Chrome has already figured it out. Chrome has solved the crime right now. See, I was like, it's very weird that it says that he went in there at the same minute as Bruce Goodman. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Please explain, witness. And no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room, and the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see, so it was during that second time when... Yes, sir, that is when I spotted the man on the security screen. I was suddenly attacked. Okay. Tell me more. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir! A knife! Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then? A knife! It was a knife, sir! Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir! I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. So you didn't use a weapon? That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be... When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. I fought for my life, then I did it. Hold it! What? What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. Okay, you took his knife. I spun around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. Right. I see. He must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in my face, sir! So we have no proof of him actually hitting the other guy? He said I stole his knife, and then I got my own blood on him and passed out. He got hit in the face. He sprayed his own blood on the other man, got punched in the face, and then passed out. Meekins, I don't think you killed anyone. I think you're just a fucking loser wimp. Hold it! He reached into his pocket, so I fired a full clip on him! Like, that's kind of what I expected him to say, low-key. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir, the Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins? With regard to that, sir... Take a look at this! It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir! The chief? Interesting! Interesting. Right, of course it was the chief of police, yes. Right, of course. Of course it was the chief of police that gave you that. Delivered it. What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir! That is absolutely right, sir! A videotape, sir! It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room!
Objection!
What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and it was told it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Jesus Christ. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. This is a commentary on the police department in general. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder? Just what are we getting ourselves into? Oh yeah, this is a setup. Let's fucking go. Like, literally, like, everything is leading to some kind of setup, cover-up bullshit. Ew! This is like a fucking horror movie! Ew! Oh my god, it's so scary. Okay, it's 1714. Oh my god, we're getting like 3D models. That's so funny. Oh my god. They tried so hard with this game. It's so cute. Okay, and then of course his face is covered by the... And then... Meekins? Oh, these 3D models, so cute. And then... He's like sneaking up. Got slashed. Oh my god! He's getting fucking jumped, dude! It's gonna go back and he's just gonna be on the floor. Yup! Oh my god. Well, where'd the other guy go? Oh my god. This animation is crazy. Like, dude. You would think that Meekins is the one who got murdered. Fuck. He's so mad. He's so mad. He did not get this information either. They are screwing this fucking man over. Oh my god, poor fucking Edgeworth, dude. Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with this unsettling feeling stirred within us? What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. That's the blue badger, sir. We were right, Chrome. The blue badger killed him. I'm not surprised this isn't going smoothly. Okay. Yes, well, anyway. This tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the evidence room and some sort of, activity did take place, Your Honor. Instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins? I knew he would be relevant. The blue badger, my goat. It all circles back to the blue badger. Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. Oh my god. Mystery man. Okay, new testimony. His face can't clearly be seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unblocked it. Or unlocked it. What is this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Which is why I'm so fucking pissed off that we got a fingerprint detecting dust. And we did not detect the fucking fingerprint on that locker. Don't piss me off. Come on. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Okay. Alright, let's get some more information. Okay, his face can't be clearly seen in the video. I don't know why we're pressing here, but tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife? Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter? The latter? But you were standing right in front of him, were you not? More to the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you? Yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see. Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Still, I'm sure it was him! I'd bet my badge on it! Dude, I think you might be betting your badge on it, I'm not gonna lie. Dude. What the fuck? Okay. Alright. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it. Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it. Meekin's about to be jobless. This is truly jobless behavior, Meekins. Ugh! Oh, why is everyone looking at me? Meekins. If I had to label your stares as disturbing or... Meekins. Eek! Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir. You claimed the man who brandished the knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him. Okay, he opened the locker which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I myself have tried all kinds of methods in the past. Why, Meekins? Meekins, why have you... Hey, Meekins, why have you done that? They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. I wonder what kind of methods he's tried. If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir, and this too! The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir! From people in the know, sir! Oh, good, we're running on rumors now. Fuck! We got fucking nothing burger evidence here. People in the know?
The workers in the apartment cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir.
Oh my god. Good god, I can't have a normal fucking trial, can I? For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. So it must be him, no one else could have unlocked it. Hold it! Oh wait, did I already do this one? However, the most important detail is not shown in this video, the man's face!
Sir! If I may say something, sir.
Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. Meekins is such a fucking chud.
I'm such a fat fucking chud. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir!
My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir! Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it.
Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the security video? I mean, we don't see Goodman's body in the video, do we? I don't think so, right? Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contained such a contradiction?
Objection!
Oh. Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. You want me to point it out? Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of. Hold on. Let's quickly save the game. Let's just do a little bit of a save here, just in case. Just in case. You never know. I have to point out a problem in the video. This is the first time I've ever had to do that.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing.
Please don't pay it too many times. I can't stand watching the video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman? Okay. I do kind of want to just speed up a little bit here. Okay, so first of all, this isn't there at the beginning, and then it's there at the end. So like the little cloth that was there that we found wasn't there before. So the glove falls out here. Okay. So the glove falls out of the thing. And there's Meekins. Still no thing. Meekins is here. He's got the knife. Okay. He now has blood on his shoulder. Sorry. Okay, so he gets the blood on his shoulder from right here. Okay, so that's where he gets the blood on his shoulder, and then he's like, "Ugh!" And he goes in on him again. Okay. Still no cloth over here, I would assume. Yep. And as you can see, there's like no body here. So it's just him right there. Okay. And then, boom, cloth. It's that. It's that thingy. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. What could it be?
Objection!
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise. The point? What you are looking for is one thing and one thing only, something that indicates the man might not have been Detective Goodman. Okay, I guess I didn't pick the right thing. I need to slow down and tackle these things one piece at a time. Now what do I do? Play the video again. Okay. It says the one pointing his finger at us. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, yeah, no, we know, we got it. Okay. So what is it? You know, like what could it possibly be? What does he look like when he's walking past us here? Everything looks normal here. I'm not getting like any lighting up of my little mousy mouse here. So I assume like I can't click on this? Okay. Like the glove falls out, but that doesn't really mean anything, right? Anything here? I don't think so. Anything? I don't think so. I don't know what's going on here and what does or doesn't count as like evidence in this case. Wait, what do you see, Chrome? Would it be that he had the knife on him? I don't think so. What does Chrome have to say here? Let's see here. Alright. Hold on, I gotta circle back around here. Frame by frame, the shot where he lunges at him. No, yeah, we still don't see his face. It was his hand. It looks like it's his face, but it's not. It's his hand. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at here. He didn't disarm him. Yeah, like, we don't... Technically, we don't know that. Because it could have happened while it was off camera, technically. Like, we don't see him long enough to see if he actually disarms him or not, but I think we all know that he didn't disarm him. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. Shit. Okay, hold on. Because this is the glove that, like, fell out, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Interesting. Didn't Megan say he stabbed him, but there he didn't? Yeah, like, we all know that he didn't do that, but I don't think it's gonna be that, you know? Like... I don't know. I want to see if it's maybe this glove, but I don't think it is. I don't think it has anything to do with this glove. I feel like the finger would turn like gold, right? If there's something that needs to be done here. Wait, okay. Let me go back to the beginning of the video. Hold on a second. Okay, I was wondering if maybe the thing was like already open, perhaps, but it doesn't look like it's already open or anything like that. Like, it doesn't look like it's like slightly open or something along those lines, because the wait. Wait a second. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. It's open right now. Look. It's on. It's open. Take that! It's open. It was open before. It's gotta be this. There it is. It's already open. Officer Meekins. Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that is the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. We did it! We found it, guys! We're so smart! And the only one that got opened actually was that one. Right? Right? Because that one would have had to been open for the fucking fabric to come out of it, and that one... interesting. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind a little earlier. Oh god, do we have to actually sit through all of this? Dear god. Good god. It would have had to have been open in those few seconds. Like, yeah. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Ah! He said, ah! Ah! Order, order, what's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. Objection! Oh. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. A system that a certain guy has access to, perhaps? When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know, it must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh well, it just goes to show you novices should keep their mouths shut. It's true, you should shut the fuck up. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes, why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor! Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. Hold on, let me go ahead and save us again. There we go, we'll just do that. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor?
Something jammed the sensor, say... There's something else that seems out of place in this video.
Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage.
Okay. The glove? Oh! It could be the glove that jammed the sensor. Whoa, okay. This perhaps? This glove perhaps? Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part that I showed you earlier. Do we have to sit through the entire thing? Do we have to actually start from the beginning of the video and sit through the entire thing? Fuck. We do. We do, don't we? What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out and roll great distances when I open my car door. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? Hey man, we don't need to say it like that. We don't gotta say that way. We're gonna watch the whole thing again. Just as a heads up, we're gonna watch literally the entire thing again. At least the Blue Badger is here. Blue Badger, we're really going through it now, bro. Oh yeah, it does fall from up here, not down here. It falls from, like, up. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times, it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, but it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Like a rubber glove that's really thin? Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out. Rubber! Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? It was this very thin rubber glove. This bitch. I didn't press the right button again. It was this extremely thin rubber glove. I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker, but that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? If that is your real name. Sir, it would appear so, sir. The dots, they're connecting. Order, order. So are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Objection!
Oh. Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in this video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke? Very well, begin your testimony. Jeez, Meekins. Mystery Man, in parentheses, 2. Oh, there's one other thing that proves that man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective has used his card. Okay, but anyone can steal a card, Meekins. An ID card record, I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. Like, yeah, he did go in, but the ID used at 5:14 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? Hey, Judge, that's a pretty good, note. More importantly, who would have a number 7777777? Someone important, perhaps? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases! Extremely violent cases involving police staff.
Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
I bet lucky number 7 is cowboy. Ooh, that's really true. I was thinking either that or Police Chief Gaunt. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like either way it could work. It could be them working together as well, because there is the suspicious nature of the fact that they said that the tape was gone. And the person in charge of those tapes, in charge of the like security cameras, is Mr. Cowboy. So Damon Gant would totally have all 7s. Like, come on! Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now let us move on to the cross-examination. Okay. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. We'll just press on everything as usual. So unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give the V for victory sign, sir.
Couldn't he just use his right hand for that?
Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second. Okay, to enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards? Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuffs, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. Maybe I should just leave this one alone. At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony. When an ID card is used, there is a record of it. Like, was an ID card found on the other Goodman that we have an actual body for? That's the question. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to. We also don't know who woke Meekins up. They just said an officer, so we don't know if it's an officer that we know of or if they're specifically saying an officer because it's like some unnamed other guy, you know? I think it wouldn't be possible for the detective to open it before he entered. Oh, also what? Let it be noted that this, the record the witness referred to, let me see. Yes, that would be it, Detective Goodman. What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. So it is, Your Honor. He's like, yes, that's me. If another officer woke him, they would have entered after Meekins. Yeah, I don't know if it's... You've got the wrong color, kid. It's true, like, he would have entered after Meekins, but I don't know if we have that, like, record. That is a really good point. That is a really good point. It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him.
Yeah, like, to be fair, he does have a solid quote-unquote alibi because he was asked by the police chief to get a specific item. But if the police chief is the one pulling all the strings, there might be more suspicious shit after that. So we have someone who was there way earlier and a lack of entry after Meekins is knocked out. Yup. Because we've got... yeah. Yup. Alright. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. there wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked? Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I'm confused.
What?
The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got.
Fuck. That means we have some kind of evidence that needs to go here. While we're on an ad break, I want you guys to go ahead and share what your suggestion is as to what we should present. While I go take a bathroom break. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Oh shit, we got raiders while I was gone. Hey, Starfish. Welcome on in to everyone. Hello. Hi guys, welcome on in. We are in the third act of our trial right now. Shit's kind of ramping up right now. Shit's kind of ramping up. You guys were playing Minecraft. Were you guys doing SMP stuff or were you doing other Minecraft stuff? If you don't know me, by the way, I'm Newt. I'm a dream demon here on the internet. I use any pronouns. It's a good time here. Are you winning so good at trials? Dreamland SMP. Okay, I thought so. I had a feeling it would be the Dreamland SMP. I'm doing okay at this trial. There's a lot of intrigue going on here. We're problem solving for sure, for sure. If you guys like silly voices and goofy ass trials, feel free to stick around. If you need a break or to need to go to bed, because I know it's pretty late for a lot of people, feel free to go get some sleeps in. Have a good time. I was winning at magics and having fun in the flesh pit. I love a flesh pit. Oh, I miss the flesh pit. Oh, if only I were there in the flesh pit. I was there in spirit, so to speak. I'm glad you had fun! If you need to take a break after your stream, feel free to do so. Don't forget to get some water. And, I don't know, brush your teeth or something. Shit. Go brush your teeth. One must use their ID card. Okay, right. Okay, so currently we're trying to figure out what we should present to this guy to show some kind of contradiction. ID card is used as a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective has used his card. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see what we've got in here. This was found at the prosecutor's office crime scene. Oh, well, duh! Well, there's the contradiction here. If he used his ID card, why was it at the prosecutor's office crime scene? Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's do it here. I'm gonna go make some inari. Oh my god, that sounds so fucking good. I will Lurksies adore you. Thanks for stopping in! Thanks for coming by. Have a lovely Inari sushi. Oh my god. Can I have some, please? Let me also be a filthy save scummer, and let me just save right here, just in case. Just in case. Okay. I think this is probably where we should do it. Oh wait, no. Here. Present.
Objection!
Excuse me. Wait one moment, Officer Beacons. I'm not good at waiting, sir! I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. I'm handing it over just for you. Thank you. Oh, it's delicious. Thank you. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. A lost item report? It's only half completed. Oh ho! Ho ho! Whoa! But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. Okay. So his ID card was missing. But it was found at the crime scene where his body was found. Right? So, how did it get used to go into the other place? Suspicious. Almost like there was another one printed, but who would have the authority to do such a thing? On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. What if there was no dead Detective Goodman? What if he didn't die in the first place? What does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Okay, but then why was it at the other crime scene? Order! Order! Does this prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo! Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay. The man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? What is he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That's what I'm saying! That is... Well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. Oh, this isn't gonna end well. Oh boy, he's got something up his sleeve. Well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place in one location, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. I love this sudden trend of him helping us out. But is he? Ah! Yikes! I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. Oh. Oh. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Oh, don't bow. Oh, give it up, bro. Just so, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else Lana...
What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Okay, hold on. As always, let's do a quick save here. It's just, you know, just a little itty bitty save, just a little one here, because I feel like I should be objecting. But what am I objecting to? What am I objecting to here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He's baiting Wright to make it look like he's going along with the feds, but I bet he's helping us out genuinely. Perhaps. If you heard that, that was my neck. Sorry about that. Let me turn my heating pad back on. My arm. Okay. Let's do it.
Objection!
Okay. One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. No, of course not. But I'm almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. And we have to sit here and watch the entire thing again. I'll just take a drink. It panning back to Meekins is so funny to me, and also, where the fuck is the security camera? Because he left and didn't walk in front of it again. So, like, how did he go around, like, behind the security camera? Was he going underneath it, maybe? I don't know. What a shitty security camera. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amount of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Yes! Yeah! Let's use our fingerprint. We got a fingerprint from him, by the way. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay.
Mr. Wright, do you mean?
Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh, whom do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Oh. Very well then. Let's go Texan Ranger, home advantage. I don't know if we should be cheering for him. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify, what is his or her name? I mean, I do really want to see this guy again, but we're not gonna get shit out of him. He's too smart. However, Jake Marshall. Oh my god, we got ages here. Age 65, age 22. Oh, he's a baby. Age 33, age 36, age 30. He's a lot younger than I thought he was. I'm tired. It will be off to dreamy _place. I don't fucking know what to call dreaming. Anyways, goodbye. Hope you win this case. Thank you. Thanks for stopping in. Would. Me too. Lana is age 29. Okay, baddie. Emma is 16. Angel is 31. 16 and 29, that's a what? 13-year age gap between these two? Damn. Damn! How did you do that math fast? You're so much better at math than me. Fuck! And then she's also 31. Okay, anyways, I want this guy, please.
Take that!
Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel like we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Okay, we're getting somewhere. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. Okay. All right. It's 11:32 a.m., so that took us an hour and a half to do in time. Whew, okay. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you've figured everything out. Ooh. I haven't figured anything out.
Lana, you're the one who knows everything!
Emma.
You always know everything! Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you.
I don't recall ever asking for his protection.
How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
Everyone take a hydrant. Great idea. Great idea. I think we all need that right now. Nope, I'm not interrupting anything though. Hey, Gumshoe, what's up, man? Oh, yes, I am. I'll come back later. Oh, bye, Gumshoe! Wait, Detective Gumshoe! What is it? Fades back into view. You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while on duty. And on top of it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey! 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 I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked? Oh! You mean this, right? He's so funny. My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name?! Never in a million years would I thought I was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident?
But Lana, that's...
I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case. Miss Sky was a witness? Interesting! Why would we need to imprison the witness in that case? Why would we be incriminating the person that was a witness on the case 2 years ago? The Joe Dark killing solved 2 years ago. Right. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murders. Oh, what? Now that I brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why? Why is your name in here? What?
What? My name's in there? I don't know, unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana! This SL9 incident, is that...
Oh, that's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. She's taking the rap to protect her sister. Like, it really seems that way. She's really putting in a lot of effort to take the blame onto herself. So it seems like there's a lot of, like, cover-up going on here. Hi, Coda! Hi!
The Joe Dark. No, Lana! That's over with, no!
Oh. Emma, wait! She ran away. She ran away? Thank you for the pats, by the way. I appreciate it. You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. He's like, I gotta go. Jake Marshall, Angel Star, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. All people involved with this case right now. All people involved. Angel Star is the lady with the bento boxes. Jake Marshall is the cowboy guy. Gant is the police chief. And Edgeworth is Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you, you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I better take a good look at this file. Yeah, I should do that. Oh, we got hit with a to be continued. Shit. Do I keep going? Fuck, I should keep going. We should. Yeah, you're right. We should. No, don't worry, guys. I'll keep going. Don't worry, guys. I hear you. No, please stop. No, you don't have to keep asking. It's fine. I'll go. 12:14 p.m. District Court Courtroom number 9. We're now 12:14 p.m. Did we get to have lunch during that time? Like, did I get a snack? Oh fuck, Emma's gone now. Shit. We don't have our cheerleader with us. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Okay, I want to very quickly look at that court record. Okay. Closed. Perpetrator Joe Dark. Crime serial murder. Sentence death. Right. Victims Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby, Rachel Moss, Jeb Bates, and Neil Marshall. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Right. Head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses Lana Skye, Emma Skye. Investigation task force. Executive investigators Damon Gant, Lana Skye. Head investigator Bruce Goodman. Investigators Jake Marshall, Angel Star. Okay. So they were witnesses, but it doesn't seem like they seem to have any family members involved. There's no other Skies on this list. There is a Marshall, though. Probably related to Jake Marshall, perhaps? I don't know why they would put someone with the same name in something like this. Okay. Alright. Emma didn't come back. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand, the officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Okay. Who let him bring his fucking flask in? Okay. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it. Oh, I know, you're a patrolman. As for my name, you can listen hard enough and you can hear the howling wind calling it out. Dude, this guy's gonna be so hard to get anything out of. You're making the Texans look bad. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before. The cowboy's back! Yeah, you better believe it, baby. Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day the crime took place. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? A desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. He's basically saying, hey, you can't prove that shit. Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime in plain old English. Right. Alright, let's see what he cooks up. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They say I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at a street-side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. That's all you got, bro? You said, I wasn't there. That's it? That's your testimony. That's your alibi? Your alibi was, I wasn't there. Shrug. Huh? Girl, surely you have something better. Genuinely worst cop ever. Fuck. Can't say I particularly care for your attitude. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon that even a cowpoke like you knows about those. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers? Fingerprint-activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are the— Oh my god! Not him feigning fucking ignorance. God damn it. ACAB, but especially this guy. He's not being very helpful. He's not that good with machines, or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? SMH. This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. Alright, buddy, he's all yours. Interesting. Of course, you're not good with technology. Shit that I would say. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room? I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still, even time dies in there. What the fuck was that? Even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who interred the recordings. You interred them? Videos of nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. Nothing unusual is recorded. Tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. This is like trying to investigate a bard in D&D. So, in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room? Okay. Hello. But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right? Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I told you that ain't my style. So you're not doing your job? Can we get this guy fired? It's like trying to investigate a really shitty rogue. I'm afraid I don't understand. No desperado I know lets rules get in his way. No desperados I know join the police force. Truth! Truth, Nuke Phoenix. So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime? Just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day. There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, partner, can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks. How does this guy avoid being fired? Genuinely. You used to be a detective, so you're used to the evidence. So you've used the evidence room in the past, correct? Of course. Back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence. And yet you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism. Oh! Sorry, partner, I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works. Shut up. That's quite incredible. The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too. Google, show me this guy's ID card. Real! To be fair, he's the one who handed us the, list of people that went in and out, and if he was one of them, I don't think he would have given it to us. At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place? Fucking Solvin. Where? What were you doing in a place like that? I was eating spaghetti. Not even Angel steak lunches can beat that parlor's Bongol sepia pasta. You mean to tell us you abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles? Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. That's not what I hope this has at least taught you a lesson. That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says, "Did you not want to raise this year?" Girl, what the fuck? Out of ammo, Officer Marshall? That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you'd better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset. One more thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything. Texans don't take orders from everyone. Everyone knows that. Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I best keep my cool. Before I use it, though, I'd better up the ante. Okay. So that means it's time for us to present some kind of evidence here, but not the fingerprint evidence. So let's go ahead and save real quick. And let's see what we can present. What kind of items do we have here that could maybe have something to do with it? We have the screwdriver. I don't think that this has anything to do with it yet. I don't know if maybe we can show this to be like, is this your thing? Let's see here. Because we do have, I think this is the fingerprint, right? That's the security video. We don't need those yet. I don't know why we still have this jar. I don't remember what that was all about. Screwdriver, fingerprinting set. Crime scene, crime scene. That's the other crime scene. This is all like from the other crime scene. Oh, not that. Let's see here. Okay. Let's try this and see what that does.
Objection!
Oh wait, I forgot to choose something. Hold on a second. That didn't happen. 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 That's not real. Okay. 3 times a day. Where do we present this? Because, like, even if this is him, he still would have been gone by 5:14. So he still could use that. So this doesn't really have anything to do with him. Interesting. Why is he crossing out his number? Because he wrote it wrong. That's funny. Okay. Fuck, guys, what the fuck do we bring up? What the hell? I don't know. Fuck. This guy's tough. Day, 2 security systems. I was at the Street Sign Saloon. I'm just an innocent traveling man. Okay. It's literally my only idea. Which one? Wait, which one? What's your idea? Help me. Help me. Okay. Let's just go ahead and Maybe do this? I don't think this is gonna be it, but we might as well try it. I don't know. No, okay. Right. That was not it. I didn't think it was, but we tried. The ID card log. Yeah, let's just try it. I don't think it's gonna really do anything.
Objection!
The two system statement? Okay, let's try the two system statement. Let's try that. Okay. Is this your card?
Objection!
I don't think so. No. Okay. It's not that either. It's not that. Shit! Shit! Fuck! What did he say that we can use against him? I'm just so confused. I'm so confused. Something that contradicts what he's saying. I know, but like, what would contradict it? What would contradict what this man is saying to me? Ah! I don't know. And we can't press him about anything right now. I've pressed him on every statement. I can retry some of them if there's anything else you want to know, but basically he's just saying, I don't know shit, dog. Dude, I don't know anything. Not the crime photo. The crime photo is of the other crime scene. That's the floor plan. This is the photo from the other crime scene, not this one. So a lot of this stuff from like this side of it has to do with like some of the other stuff. Can I like fingerprint this? Probably not, huh? Fuck. I don't know what to do here. They said I was supposed to make around 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. I'm gonna try it. I don't know anymore. I'm just gonna try it.
Objection!
I know I'm not supposed to use this yet. Okay, yeah, no. I didn't think so. Fuck. Like, I want to look it up, but I shouldn't. Ugh. I shouldn't look it up, guys. Someone else should, though. Chrome? What about the SL9 file? Yeah, maybe for this statement? I don't know, maybe?
Objection!
No, it's not it either. Ugh. Alright, Chrome, I'm gonna need you to do a solid Google. Google, show me this guy's balls. Show me this guy's evidence. I'm gonna keep trying to figure it out myself, but if not, tell me what you find. Not, maybe give me a little hinty hint, you know? Give me a little. Fuck, we've got Goodman's ID. We've got the prosecutor's trophy. He was never a prosecutor, he was an investigative person. The dialogue, this is the, we're at like the first, his first testimony. We're on like, hold on. We are on episode 5, day 3. Trial ladder. Weary eye on that bone archer. So this one's talking about his job. He's supposed to make the rounds, but that ain't my style. Let me try maybe kind of like saying like, oh, it's not your style, but you used to be an investigator, you know, like that kind of thing.
Objection!
Nope. That's not correct either. That wasn't the logic we were going for. Okay. Alright, that wasn't the logic either, so... What happened here again? Oh wait, we don't really get any extra info on that. We hear the word muffler at a 5:18. Shit, this is tough. I feel like it should be something like timing-wise to show like where he was at that time, but we don't really have anything. I see? Okay, what do you see? What do you see? What do you see? Was I don't see. I do not see. I don't have eyes. I cannot see. At the time of I was at the saloon. Okay. Present the handprint. So we were supposed to present the handprint. Fuck you.
Objection!
Oh my god. Phoenix! Fuck you. Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? Ooh. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. Right, it's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
Objection!
Oh! Bitch. I only wish it were, officer. But you see... Oh. Sorry, I got stuck on something. Okay. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your bloodstained fingerprints were at the crime scene. The blood was wiped away. However, a luminol test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall? It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. Oh? I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. About the blood-stained fingerprints? Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints found at the scene of the crime. Oh boy, what is he gonna pull out of his ass this time? Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the blood-stained handprint. Oh my god. This guy stinks! The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The blood stain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do with it. How did you know he was wearing gloves? Hey, Officer Marshall. How did you know he was wearing gloves? Weird. The witness's explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. This guy's hiding something, I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Alright, well, we gotta press him on everything, of course. It's me. I'm nosy, I gotta know everything. Hold on. Wait a minute. That's because you, how do you put it, pay your respects once a month? Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine. Interesting that you would say such a thing, Marshall. Oh, that's so funny that you would say that because it's the only one opened in the video that I have. That's hilarious. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. I see. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Apparently his fingerprint data was never removed from that locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without ever knowing it. Marshall's fingerprints. Interesting! Oh, interesting! Interesting. Hold on a second. So then, what about the bloody handprint? It was mine. It's no mystery. Please explain. My locker's covered with my fingerprints. Just so happened, the murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. Stupid argument. So stupid. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. On the contrary, one could argue it's just the opposite. Chances of that are not happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward for me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why? The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Fuck you. Unrelated. They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. Oh. Why would you say that? One's gotta do with breakfast while the other's a type of murder. Like the SL9 incident, perhaps? He was right, although seemingly alike, they're totally different. Seemingly? I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. Brother, shut! Or did you know the murder was wearing gloves? How do you know that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a bloodstain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer. That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint. That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? A seal of blood. In the desert, it's just food for the buzzard. GG Kitty VT, thanks for the follow. Thanks for stopping on in. I hope you enjoy your time here. There's only one reality, and that's this. How perfect that you would bring that up, because I was planning on it. The security tape. So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall. Too bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner? What do you mean by that? You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? Oh. If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have.
Objection!
Oh. But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see. The camera is panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. This is the shittiest fucking camera placement ever. It's like in the middle of the fucking room. If someone was familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape.
Objection!
Oh, we don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. Oh, I have it. I'm ready, bitch. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. Tisk tisk. No need, no need. I am going to save though, just in case I press the wrong thing at the wrong time. You fool. I'm getting excited, sorry. Show us this incriminating evidence. Okay. I do have to speed all the way to the end though. You know, I do have a question while we're looking at this tape. The murderer or the victim or whatever supposedly put a handprint on this locker that's covered by this guy? What the fuck? Don't worry about it. Anyways, we gotta watch this boy get beat up again. Then it pans back to him, and then it pans back to here. Where this is. Interesting. Hi, Starshine! Bringing our attention back to the security camera is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? Mm-hmm. Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner! The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. Interesting. That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Interesting. Alright, there's... Poor Officer Meekins just sitting on the floor. God. Oh! The white cloth, it's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Oh. It would seem that's the only— Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who— Oh my god. Girl, we just went over this. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened a locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. Even Edgeworth is like, hey girl, I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah, I call your bluff. You say open that locker, then prove it. Yeah, it's got a fingerprint reader on it, bud. A fingerprint sense. He's sweating! He's sweating! We got him! A fingerprint sensor? Yeah, bro, we just talked about this. We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. I have another question here. Whose locker is the SL9 cases? Is it Edgeworth's? Or is it Gant? Cause like, hold on a moment. Hold on, Phoenix, I have to read a book real quick. Interesting. What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on here? Okay, so Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Oh shit. I only got 1 word for you, partner. No! Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, he's breaking. He's breaking! You blow up like they don't know nobody! Order, 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 witness! Explain yourself. This is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard. I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Please answer the question. What is he now, a bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can. Have a look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then where was the witness? It seems Mr. Wright has an answer. That's right, the only possible conclusion. Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? Right here? I think? Pretty sure? Right here? I think he was playing the victim at this time? If I'm not wrong? Officer Marshall was standing right here. There, but that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was. Nope. Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you dressed up like Detective Goodman.
Objection!
But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure.
Objection!
Oh. May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife on me. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? You've got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it. You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim. I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. He's like, girl, this is getting annoying as fuck. Let me save. Oh my god, I don't think we're gonna be able to finish this trial! Oh my god. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim? Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat. Shit. This can't be happening! It's so obvious he's the one! What can I do? Oh. Edgeworth? Looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. The basics? For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me.
Phoenix, try thinking outside of the box.
I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise, but rather I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. I'm nowhere near the end. Fuck. Shit. Alright, we'll have to finish this section tonight then. God, okay. Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later, as it has been. which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to the defense's judgment, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. Took him 14 hours? Good God. The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to all of our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Okay. Very well, let's take another look at the security tape. Okay. Let's take another look at the security tape. Let's see what we've got. After committing the crime, the witness opened the clocker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open his locker. Okay. Alright. So... he's walking past... Okay. Uh-huh. Is it the blood on his shoulder, probably? Hold on, let me get a good shot of the blood on his shoulder. It could be the blood here. Because if we go into our court record and we look at the picture of, look, he wears a white, trench coat, right? So it would be pretty obvious if he walks out of there with a giant bloody handprint on his shoulder. So I feel like that's probably it, right? He didn't expect to be covered in blood, essentially.
Take that!
For some reason, you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman and enter the evidence room, though I don't know to what end yet. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekin panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. Oh, a bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, partner. Ooh. Ooh, hee hee, haha. Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth? Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now, would we? Now what does he mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it. Alright. Seems the time has come. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright, Marshall's confession. Let's go. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out and managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. Fair enough. So, the supposed victim was really you, but there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor. It was way too much blood for such a small donation. You're like, girl, what the hell? Okay. Okay, we got a press on all of these. When you say it, you mean... Do you even have to ask, partner? The SL9 incident. 2 years have passed since the case was closed. It was going to be completely end with the transferal that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over. But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? When a case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time, no matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine. But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? That day was my last chance. That's why I... I'm wondering if I should stop here. Like, if I should... We've hit 3 hours, and my throat hurts. So I'm wondering if I should maybe pause here, so that at least when I, like, come back, I'll at least be able to kind of pick up very quickly. You know what I mean? Because we're literally in the middle of this confession section here. And maybe we can do this again when we get back. I really want to keep playing, but my throat is starting to kill me. I can feel it kind of getting a lot of fatigue, and it is 11 p.m. So I feel like maybe I should go ahead and save here and come back another day? I don't know, maybe Sunday, potentially? Because I want to do Deltarune on Saturday. We're probably going to do Deltarune Saturday. And then we could potentially do the continuation of this trial on Sunday? How do we all feel about that? If I don't get any answers, I'm probably going to do it. Yeah, I would say save so you can rest your throat. Thank you. Yes, please? Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I can feel it. I can feel my throat starting to, like, get a little swollen and stuff. This happens when I talk for too long. Where am I? Okay. Also, I'm getting sleepy and I want to be able to think clearly when I'm in the thinking game, you know? Let's go back to the chatting screen real quick. Alright. Let's go ahead and find someone to raid out to real quick. It's kind of late. I don't know who is going to be up and at him at this time. Let's see here. Oh, we got a couple people doing art. We could go to... We can go to Apple Boy. Or we could go to Lib. It's actually been a while since we've gone to Lib. Maybe we should do that. Lib is doing some... Looks like some kind of crafting, perhaps. Some kind of hand stream, so that'll be fun. Don't go overboard. I mean, you were doing a bunch of voices too. Yeah, it also just kind of happens when I talk for too long. I've got a voice that's a little bit deeper, which is why I raise my voice up a couple of octaves whenever I talk, because when I talk with my chest voice, it rumbles my throat so much that it starts to make my throat hurt, which is kind of pathetic to say, so I don't admit it a lot, but I get a lot of throat fatigue from my own voice. Embarrassing. Incredibly embarrassing. I'm so excited for you to pick it up. I hope it's on next week's vote. I will put it on next week's votes as well. Fuck. Holy shit. Okay. Raid. Liberty. Alright. I had a lot of fun. I love this game so much. I wish I was more up to doing vocal heavy games, which I'm gonna do again on Saturday, which is exciting and also terrifying for me. I'll have to go grab some lozenges. But yeah, I'll see you all there. I'll also be here on Thursday. Thursday's gonna be our next stream. Thursday at 8 p.m. I'm gonna be doing some art fight stuff. Probably one whole art fight attack. That's usually what I've been doing on Thursdays. I also finished another art fight attack recently for term. If you want to see that, go ahead and check out my art fight, or you can go into the Discord. I'll be posting my art fight attacks there as well. I know I've been kind of behind on posting my own art, but I will hopefully get back on that shit. I'll see you guys later. I'm like, my voice is cracking at this point. So I'll see you guys Thursday, and if you want to watch Deltarune, that'll be Saturday at 8 p.m. EST. Don't forget to get some good sleep tonight, everyone. Sweet dreams. Good night. And you'll know where I'll be seeing you. You'll know. You'll know. I'll be there. I'll be there.